wonderful peeps out in YouTube land. Sorry, I sound so bad and I don't look too great either, but I've had 2 procedures done in the last 3 weeks and I'm exhausted and I'm kind of hurting too, but we're going to do something new today. We're doing brunch, but along with the biscuits, we are making my kind of scrambled eggs. And I'll let you know ahead of time. The only thing in my scrambled eggs is eggs and onions and sometimes bell pepper. I do not put milk in it. I don't put cream in it because I want to taste the egg. I love eggs. But we're going to do that, and I'm going to take some homegrown tomatoes that we just gathered, and I'm going to make stewed tomatoes to go with the sausage and the biscuits and the scrambled eggs. So we'll be back with you in a few minutes after we get the bell pepper cut up and the onion cut up for both the eggs and the stewed tomatoes. So we will be right back shortly. Okay, peeps, we're back. This is 5 medium-sized tomatoes. And you just take them and you pour them into your batter. I put a half a stick of butter in the pan. You put those in. This is 2/3 of the yellow bell pepper. That's going in with it. And then I'm going to dice up some onion. And the way I make eggs, they are so good. If you like eggs. Now most people add flour and milk to theirs, and I just don't. I want to taste that full, robust flavor of the egg. And you don't have to dice your onion fine. I'm using about a little over half of a medium onion. And you just scrape that in. And you let it sit here and stew. And we'll be back shortly. Okay, peeps. Now, I am going to be adding, I wonder if I can even see that.
Yeah, we can see this.
This is what your tomato concoction looks like once it's ready to have the next step added to it. And that would be both salt and cornmeal. Now, this is the best kind of salt you can get, natural sea salt. It's healthier. In my opinion, it's a lot better than pink salt or anything like that. And I'm putting about that much in, people. I don't measure. Not to that extent, but we've got the salt in it, and I'm going to get, I call these tablespoons because they're bigger than an eating spoon. And I'm going to put one very heaped up. I got it there. I love testing my skills in the kitchen. But we're going to stir this in and let it sit and simmer for a few minutes. Now this will get very thick, but it is so good, people. I had no idea about stewed tomatoes until my husband and I got married. And my mother-in-law made them, and I tasted them and fell in love. There was nobody could cook any better than Nell Bush, Rita Bush, Mert Arrowwood, who is my sister-in-law. Them people knew how to cook. And it was a good thing I didn't live real close to them, or I'd have been bigger in a barn before now. But you stir that in good, and you just let it simmer. And you turn it down as low as you can. You don't want it to stick. Okay. Now, I am going to be making my eggs. Now, she'll make hers different because she doesn't like cooked onion and she hates bell pepper. But it's very, very good. And if you wouldn't care, fellas, put about a half of a stick of butter in there and turn it on low. And this is sausage that has extra sage in it. I love sage. And it's a very healing herb too.
Yeah.
But that was maybe a fourth of a cup of onion. You do it to your flavor and your taste. And this is only 2 strips of bell pepper, and it's going to be sliced thin. And it makes your eggs prettier too. Fellas, if you wouldn't care, break about 6 eggs into that bowl for me. And these are fresh country eggs. I have my own chickens. Gotta be real careful. Grandma's butcher knife is nice and sharp. This is my grandma's butcher knife. She died before I was ever born. It's around 100 years old, if not older. It's older than that. Because Mom had it from the time her and Dad got married, I reckon. Okay. Now, these are in here just kind of marinating right now. You want them to get a little bit soft before you add the eggs to it. And you want your heat. On my stove, it's on 3, but it goes, this is a gas stove, so you can pretty much tell where to turn it up to. But this, pardon me, this makes the best scrambled eggs there is. And I need, yeah, if I can find it. There it is. Knew I had my little Rachel Ray somewhere.
That's my favorite one.
Mine too. It is so much easier to handle. Turn this up just a wee bit more. And it's probably about time to turn these off. Oh yeah. It's time for them to be off. And this is the way they look. Oh, I just splashed. You guys overlook me today, peeps. I'm having a rough day, but not so rough I can't do this. And that's a good thing. But you want to stir them good and make sure none of them stuck. But they're thick enough that they're not going through that hole or those holes. Okay, that's perfect. When Tammy takes a bite of these, she's going to go ape. Now, okay. These don't blend up as good as store-bought eggs, but once you get them blended up, they're pretty good. And you just stir that in, your eggs into your onion and your bell pepper. And I'm going to add a little bit of salt to taste, and we will be back with you when this is all ready to be taste tested. While we were on break, we were talking about scrambling eggs, and I come up with a new term for it, stir-fried eggs. Okay, people, we're ready to let the royal taste tester have it.
Grab your plate. We'll move it down.
And we're going to load her up.
Grab a couple biscuits.
And Phyllis made these biscuits on her own, and they are so beautiful.
They do look good.
Look at this. These are how homemade biscuits are supposed to look. Okay, now we're going to give her, hold on that a second. I couldn't get it turned around. I'm losing my brains. And look at these. Now I don't peel mine. I like the peeling.
Well, if it tastes as good as it smells, that's...
Oh, and honey, it tastes even better. Okay, what did I do? There's my stir fry. Okay.
All right, where's your forks at?
Right here. She's getting you one as we speak. Okay, peeps, you're about to find out how good this is.
You need to take a picture of this from your cookbook. Look how pretty that is.
I don't have my phone.
Where's it at?
On the table.
I'll be right back.
It is, isn't it?
That is pretty.
Tell your peeps it smells really good. And that sausage, did you add extra sage to it?
No, it is extra sage sausage. Tennessee Pride. The best.
I'm going to mix the egg with the tomatoes right
It's good that way. Scale of 1 to 10.
I like the best. I like this best of all 30, 40 things you've made.
I thought it was the red hot apple pie.
No, it tops that.
Oh, wow, people.
These tomatoes.
I didn't think I would ever beat the apple butter.
That's good.
But most people
My
when
God.
they cook, they don't
Mm.
do like I do. Anything I like, I want to make it taste better.
And then if you combine it with a little bit of sausage in the bite too.
Oh yes.
Mhm.
But now you know.
Mm.
It's 10 out of 10.
Oh yeah.
And you heard it here first, and we will see you next week, same time, same station.